Hi everybody, Beth here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you're new here, my name is Beth. I live in northern New Hampshire and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I do quite a few things to earn some income to help out with our bills, and maybe eventually do some fun things. So just a quick overview, I run a cake business from home and I'm looking into starting an Etsy shop for like cake in a jar, cake push-up pops, which are pretty popular. So I do that. I also sell used clothing on the Poshmark app, used books on Amazon FBA, and I'm kind of looking into selling some vintage stuff that I find at thrift stores anyway on Etsy. So we'll see. Kind of fun. Um, so I just wanted to make a video kind of telling you my experience of some things that I've tried from home that weren't really for me. These are my opinions. I'm not sponsored by any of these, and I'm not crazy about them, so that's good. Um, and again, this isn't the experience that you will definitely have. I just want to kind of give you a real glimpse at um, what it was like to give it a try. I'm sorry about the lighting. I have a window here. This isn't my normal spot to record, but I have a baby who has a cold, and he just wants to cuddle on the couch. So you'll probably see his hands reaching up and some grunting and maybe snoring. So, all right, I can think of 4 jobs that I did from home that I gave a fair shot, and I just wasn't happy doing them. Either for it just didn't work for my lifestyle as far as my schedule and time. I have 2 young kids. My son is 3 and he is almost a month. Um, and yeah, so I have a college degree. I earned a Bachelor of Science in speech pathology and linguistics. So I have used that for teaching English to Chinese students online. This is the first one I want to talk about because this is the exception. I am happy doing this. It's just that I have done it for a year and a half, and it's just getting harder and harder to do with young kids. So I'm very happy doing it. It's great money. I just wish that I could do it more, and it's at the stage of my life right now. It's just um, it would be better to use my time towards something else. So I'm still active. I still teach a couple classes a week, but it's not my main gig. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I've um, worked for 2 companies, and I'd be happy to share information. And it's been a positive experience. Okay, so 4 that I've tried that I didn't like. Number 1, textbroker.com. So I'm going to try to remember what the process was for applying and everything. But just in general, um, what happens is you you have a database of things that people want written. So like blogs want a description written, or general things about websites, or whatever. So it's kind of like Fiverr in that way, or Upwork, where you kind of take on jobs in you take on jobs individually. And sometimes if you do some work that people like, you might kind of develop a relationship where you do more consistent work for them. So textbroker.com kind of provides the clients and their requests for you, but you're based on a rating of 1 to 5, 5 being your it's your skill of writing, so 5 being you're considered a very strong writer, and you have access to better paying projects. So um, I was rated a 4. So in the beginning, when you're applying, you're given an assignment, and based on that, they score you. Um, oh, the binky. Um, so again, I was rated a 4, which I was happy with. So I had pretty good selection of jobs. Um, Usually you click on a job and it would have a time limit for you to get it in by, and then you would have to wait a certain amount of time for the person requesting to accept it, and then you would get your money. Um, I will say, for the amount of time that you put in, it just wasn't worth the money, honestly. I'm trying to think of what kind of things I earned, but the size of what you needed to write, if it was so many words, kind of reflected how much you would get paid. But it was just, you have to do research. There are also keywords that you need to include X number of times so that it's more searchable. It's a very involved process. If you're a very experienced writer and you can get things done quickly, which I don't think I'm too bad in that area, but it just wasn't worth my time and the money. So I did some projects and then I just kind of stopped. I think I'm technically still a writer. I still get emails, but anyway. Okay, the next thing is transcribeme.com. I was very excited about this because being a speech pathology major and linguistics minor, I did a lot of transcribing and I'm pretty good at it. So I did a lot of transcribing into the phonetic alphabet, which is not the job, but I became really good at listening and being able to kind of decipher things fast. So Transcribe Me, you take audio, they provide you audio files and you transcribe them. You give a script. There are a lot of rules that you need to follow so that everybody's using the same notations. Um, and it was enjoyable, I thought. It was interesting because you heard people talk about different things. Um, you would kind of select what accents, even languages that you're proficient in. I was pretty much North American accent. I tried to do a little Southern and I just didn't feel confident. So I was kind of limited in my jobs. And the thing is, it took a long time. I don't know if it's because I was just really trying to be thorough. Again, you get graded on it, and if you didn't do well, you don't get paid, if I remember right. Um, but it would take like 2 hours for me to transcribe something that I wasn't getting paid a lot for. So even though I did enjoy it, it's just wasn't something, again, that my time um, was worth the money I was earning. So, I mean, if those are things that you can do quickly or sound so great and interesting that you're okay with kind of having to put a lot of effort for not a lot of money in the beginning, definitely check them out. And comment below if you have any questions. So, two more. These are MLM jobs. So, what does that stand for? I think it's multi-level marketing. So that's where things like Pampered Chef, Tupperware, LuLaRoe, all those things. There are a lot of them out there um, that you join as a consultant. You book parties and do orders and stuff, and you get a percentage, like a what is that called? I'm sorry, I'm on 3 hours of sleep. Commission. So I've tried a couple of them cautiously because the general consensus is that they're scams or you have to spam people to get them to participate. So one of them I really tried to be a consultant with. The other one I just did to get the discount basically, and I just kind of tried to feel it out. So first of all, I tried Damsel in Defense. Um, this was a cause that I really believed in. Um, it was products to help women protect themselves and self-defense things. So they sell tasers, pepper spray, um, I wouldn't say weapons, but things that were disguised as other things. Like there was, um, an alarm that looked like something else. Um, I think there was like a horn that looked like hairspray. They had purses that you could carry concealed things in. So it was really interesting, and I really loved it. I went and did a few festivals, which I didn't really make any money on. I had to invest in, or I decided to invest in a lot of the profits products because I could use them myself and have them as display items. Obviously, at booths, I couldn't bring tasers or pepper spray, so it was kind of like, look at the catalog. Um, I think I did it for 3 or 4 months, like really chasing it. And I booked a couple of online parties, and I just wasn't good at doing that format. And it just, on top of that, people just weren't interested. A lot of what drives that company, understandably, is fear. So you need this because this is a statistic of people getting hurt or this happening to people. So you need to have this to be prepared and to defend yourself. So it's not lying, but I found that a lot of it, you just kind of like scare people into buying products. And yeah, so I once I realized that, I kind of knew why it wasn't working, and um, yeah, so wasn't for me. But I still have a lot of the products, the chaser and the pepper spray, which are good products. So okay, again, it might be for you. Maybe you know a lot of things about self-defense, and I mean everything's kind of cutesy. It's cute colors and stuff. So it kind of fashion and self-defense kind of meet in the middle. Okay, the other MLM company that I tried was Discovery Toys. Was it Discovery Toys? Yes, Discovery Toys. Okay, at the time I had a 1-year-old and I needed some toys for him. And I really wanted to get some toys that help with development. Um, and they were great. So I did that and I got the kit. The toys were great. And then I just didn't really sell anything. I will say that I didn't work very hard to do it. I basically signed up for the discount. So the discount, and then whatever I spend, I get commission on too. So I'm not active on that anymore. But there are people that make a lot of money. So um, and the other one that I try that I'm still very happy with, but I don't try to sell it, is Usborne Books. Um, I have tried to do like an online party, and I did a booth and stuff just because I had a lot of books. But basically I did it for the I'm so tired. The discount. So I got my son a ton of books, and I love, love, love the books. They're a little bit pricey, some of them, and a lot of them are reasonably priced, but absolutely worth it. And they make great presents. With my online teaching, I ordered a whole like 10 of the same book that was really good for introducing English. It was an interactive book. There were flaps and stuff, and I sent them out as Christmas presents to some of my regular students. So that was cool. And I was confident that they were good books, and I didn't do it to try to get customers. Just want to say that. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm active as a seller because I can't get into my like portal, but um, I know people that are consultants, and I'm I've been introduced to them, so I'm not buying um, I'm not buying large quantities of books like I did in the beginning, but they are good presents. So my son's birthday is coming up, and I will probably be getting him a few flat books because he loves those. So definitely check out Usborne Books. Again, not a plug for me to make any money. It's not sponsored. I'm just saying if you're a parent, especially a homeschooling parent, or you're looking for a good gift to give to some kids, definitely check it out. So those are all of the things that I tried to do from home that I just haven't pursued anymore, and they weren't for me. So that doesn't mean they're not for you. And I hope that giving this overview will either intrigue you to go further and look into it more, or decide that it's not for you and just not waste time. Um, yeah, so I will do another video kind of explaining how I got into the jobs that I do right now. I've been in them all for different amounts of time. I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary of launching my cake business, so I've done that for the longest amount of time. Poshmark, a year and a half. Amazon FBA, a month and a half. And I've been teaching online for a year and a half. So yeah, so look out for that video, and definitely check out my more specific videos. So I do Poshmark hauls and what sold and other little tips. I just did a book haul for Amazon FBA. I'm going to do some experience videos and kind of tips. And I've done a couple of cake related videos. So let me know in the comments if any of this was helpful information, if you've tried any of these things and how you feel about them. And I will link some of my my closet, my business page and stuff below if you want to check out those things. Be sure to just to subscribe if you would like to, if you'd like to get some more of this content. If you like hearing a baby snore during my videos, no, it's not usually, it's usually a little more professional, but again, this is life, and this is a stay-at-home mom life, and I'm very blessed to be able to cuddle my baby and make money. So enough rambling. Be on the lookout for new videos. click on the little bell next to the subscribe button, and you will get notified when I put up new videos. And I may go live in the future, which you'll be notified too. So um, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and then I will know that it's kind of something that people enjoy watching. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.